on? Can you hear me? Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Luke Hemmings. Welcome to my first ever live stream on my own. It's a pleasure to have you all here at the place where it's a very special place to me. We made a bunch of the songs, recorded a bunch of stuff, like all the pianos and stuff. A lot of them were recorded on this one right here, so it felt fitting to come back here and play the songs the way they were written on an acoustic instrument. And yeah, thanks for being here. I am not a very good host, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this together, so bear with me. So the first song I'm gonna play is arguably my favorite on the album, which changes every day, so that is meaningless. But it was started at home on piano, just how I'm about to play it to you, and it's kind of about a sort of metamorphosis, if I'm using that word correctly, and it's like, I guess, becoming a new person throughout all this sort of, I don't know, negativity or whatever it is that I was sort of working through. And I think something I haven't said yet is that the lyric Camellia Street that's where Sierra was living when I met her, who is now my fiance. So that's pretty cute. So feel free to well up around then. I need my headphones for this. Otherwise I can't hear anything. All right. It's going great so far. It's going great so far, everyone. Can we get some of that fake crowd laughter? Thank you. Thanks, Chef. Thank you. All right, here we go.
It's been a hell of a week. Have I left this bedroom yet? I'll sleep this life away till I see a reflection I can speak to. With a cold breeze, maybe I can soon forget. I'll wash away the bleach and clear reflections I can see through. All my life I've been beating this horse, breaking these same old wishing bones, hoping they breathe me back to course. All my life I've been passing this blame, and once you get on, you will never get off and won't be the same. Let it come down on me. Let me see all the things that I was supposed to see. Light up a darkness I was never meant to climb out of, like a bursting sunrise from the deepest sleep. I change your heart in a silver lining down on Camellia Street. Let it come down on me. I've been moving away, falling down these penroll steps. They're always digging in my heels to pull me back into the dark room. Through the doorway, seeing those colors creeping in. They give me something I can feel as the seconds start to take bloom. Oh, my life I've been beating this horse, breaking these same old wishing bones, hoping they breathe me back to course. Oh, my life I've been passing this blame, and once you get on, you won't ever get off and won't be the same. Let it come down on me. Let me see all the things that I was supposed to see. light up a darkness I was never meant to climb out of, like a bursting sunrise from the deepest sleep. I change your heart in a silver lining down on Camellia Street. Let it come down on me. Let it come down on me. Oh, let it come down on me. How was that? Jesus fucking Christ, it's hot in here. Holy shit. Well, that was Come Down. I forgot a bunch of stuff that I was supposed to say, but I feel a lot better now, so I'm going to say it now. Hello, I'm Luke Hemmings. Welcome to the When Facing the Things We Turn Away From live stream. That was Come Down. And as I said, it started at home, and it was finished actually, I think was in this room? Or just outside? Yeah. Me and Sam, we'll see Sammy later. He'll be here soon. So there is more songs to play. This one is also slow, sad, and emotional. So, like the rest of the songs we're going to play today. Hey, thanks, man. So the whole album was written and produced with Sammy Whitty, who's a very talented boy, who we'll see later. And this is actually, I remember because I didn't see people for so long in COVID, like a lot of humans. And he's definitely my first and maybe only COVID friend that I've made. Yeah, exactly. I mean, no offense to any other people I've met, you're friends as well. Yeah, and this was the third song we ever wrote together, and it was right after Mum, which we wrote in the second day, which, we went a bit heavy on the second day for meeting someone, but this is the song we wrote after Mum. And it's the same vocal and the same production as the first day, which the rest of the album changed dramatically, like Come Down even itself had like 12 different versions, so it's pretty incredible. This is the same one. Anyway, this is Place For Me. Sing along at home. Hold on, I never meant you any harm. Got no legs to stand on. I was just dancing in the dark. Now with my eyes wide open, it's heaven in your arms. Hold on, I never meant to start a war. I was just dead wrong. I know we've been in this before. Now with my eyes wide open, I tore you right apart. Call me in the morning, yeah, I'm sorry that I let you down. I'm so apathetic, it's pathetic, but I need you now. Sun's gone, but you always like this time of day. No one's left to play on. How many chances does it take? Now with my eyes wide open, I'm nothing but a fake. Call me in the morning, yeah, I'm sorry that I let you down. I'm so apathetic, Don't you move? Can't we just stay? Can we start over? Don't fade away. 'Cause you'll always have a place in me. You'll always have a place in me.
Thank you. Oh, stop it. All right, I'm going to move over to the guitar. Here we go. It's going to be really, really smooth. A great transition. Okay. Yeah, can you hold this for me? Thanks, man. All right, we made it. Okay, we're settling in now. It's so weird to be talking to no one, just like I do at home, except for Sierra and Petunia. So we're at the acoustic portion of the show, and the next song we're gonna play was written, I think, later in the album process. We had a bunch. Yeah, Sammy's nodding. Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, actually I remember now, because me and Sam had written so many songs, and I was really hesitant to bring anyone else in, except for Sierra, because she's at home, so that was a natural one. And Sam was like, "Oh, we should try John Hill." And I remember the first day we went there to his studios, me, him, and John. We didn't really get much that day, and I was like, "God, I knew it. I fucking knew it. We shouldn't have worked with anyone else. It's not going well." And the second day, I was like, "All right, I've got to bring something in, otherwise it's gonna, we're not gonna get anywhere." So I had a little tiny seed of an idea, and then it took a long time to get it. I remember the first, sorry if I'm talking too much, by the way. I remember the first thing, Sierra bought this book for me called How Far Is Far, which is a kid's book, and I thought it was really cute, and it had like the little kid on the, oh my God, my feet didn't touch the ground. I feel like a little kid at the doctor's office. What was I saying? Oh, okay. What was I saying? How Far Is Far? The book, yeah. Oh yeah, and there's a little kid on the front of the book. Hope we don't get sued for that. And there's like this little kid, like, and was up against like almost an insurmountable thing. That's what the visual said to me, and I think that for me obviously really spoke to me, because this whole album, obviously is about facing a bunch of things that were maybe left on the back burner, and this is, I'm not very good at describing songs as good as I do in the song, so yeah, this is one of those ones that's difficult to sum up. Anyway, this is Diamonds.
Cut like diamonds and sink like stones. Starve myself till I'm skin and bones. I'm so much older than I ever thought I would be. Hold the silence and don't let go. I hurt the people I love the most. I'm so much colder than I ever thought I would be. So how far is far? Are we too deep in? How dark is dark? I need to see it. I'm on the way out, losing the dream. Well, I feel it crash down on me. Caught in the madness, sold it on me. Is this the way it will always be? There's some things that I'll never know. Past the limit, it's come and gone. Watch the bright eyes as they slowly sink into sleep. And that same old silence that I've come to know, every time I find it, when there's nowhere left to go. So tell me, how far is far? Are we too deep in? How dark is dark? I need to see dream. Well, I feel it crash down, down on me. Gold in the madness, you sold it on me. Is this the way it will always be? How far is far? Are we too deep in? How far is far? Are we too deep? How far is far? Are we too deep in? How far is far? Are we too deep? How far is far? Are we too deep in? How far is far? Are we too deep? How far is far? Are we too deep in? How far is far? Are we too deep?
Thank you very much. So now, that was Diamonds, and we're going to bring in the man himself with, I'm pretty upset about this because he's got a way better suit on than I have, and it's pretty annoying, to be honest. So I just get someone on the team to maybe get him in a less nice outfit. This is the man that I made the whole album with. So Sam's going to come out and play a song and chat for a bit. This is Sammy Whitty. Here he is. Here he is.
World.
What's going on, man?
You know, it's been a while, man.
Isn't it so weird to be back?
It is very weird and very fun, and yeah, this is crazy. I can't believe this is happening.
I know. So, I've been talking a lot this whole time, and as we know from the whole album, because I fucking harp on it. Am I allowed to swear? I've been swearing a lot. Oh, sorry. Am I allowed to swear on my live stream? Can I swear on my live stream?
You can do whatever you want.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I've been talking about, oh, geez, I keep forgetting what to say. But, yeah, I want to hear what you have to say about Baby Blue, because I've been talking about it, and I have a terrible memory, so I've probably been saying the wrong things, but...
Yeah. No, Baby Blue came a little later, and I remember we had been singing or writing just some intense,
yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
kind of just like, some heavy songs, and I was just like, dude, the album needs something a little bit lighter and a little
Yeah, see, that's your influence, because you were like, look, we've been writing fucking sad, emotional bops for too long, and you're from OC, and you're like, I just want to write something cruisy, let's go get fish tacos.
Let's go get some tacos, and let's get some, my mom always says, she's like, you need to like write some music that is a little bit, like has some beat to it, like a little up-tempo, that's fun, and I was like, okay, we need to do that, and then, you had really loved John at that point, and so John and I were kind of messing around in the studio one day, we should try and start just a little idea, for Luke when he comes in tomorrow, and we did a couple of things, and then right when we were leaving, like, should we just try one more? And then we just started with just like messing around with just like the basic, very light stuff.
Oh yeah, because it was quite different. Because this was almost like, you guys made the track.
Not really. It was basically just like some chords and like a little bit of like a wavy pad thing.
Yeah.
Kind of. It was just more of like a feeling and a vibe, and then I was like, oh, this could be kind of cool. And then you came in and you were like, oh, this is great. And then we worked on it a bit, and then you kind of went home, and then Sierra, which was so great, came in involved on it. And you guys, I think it was really nice, because I think at that stage, you've been writing so much, and it was nice to let you have your own space away for a second with your now fiance, and I think it just came really light and easy for you.
Yeah.
Which is why I love that song so much. It's honestly always been one of my favorites. It's the one I listen to the most. It's just the chorus makes me feel good.
You're a big stan, is what you're saying.
You're
a huge Baby Blue stan.
I love that song. And it's just music that I want to listen to a lot.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah, we've been dubbed maybe the best car driving windows down album of the year.
Oh, I mean I'll take that.
But I dubbed it myself though,
okay.
so yeah. One person said it, and now I'm dubbing it.
Okay,
So
I like that. Yeah.
Anywho.
I love this song.
Yeah.
And,
So
thank you for letting me play this with you.
Yeah, of course.
It's good to go. We've never done this before.
I know, this is our first time, so
yeah.
Sam's actually never played piano before,
I've never played piano. I'm just gonna go and
oh god, I feel so much better with you here. I was so lonely and sweaty for so long.
You're good, dude.
Alright, here we go. Gonna start? Cool.
cool, baby blue, drowning my eyes, so it seems. But I don't wanna dive too deep, or I'm never coming back, never coming back. Lungs filled with smoke, lead in my head, filled with dreams. I'm hiding in a living sleep, and I'm never coming back, never coming back. I'm on my way to Wonderland. Take off my suit and wander in for a moment, or stay for a lifetime. I'm on my way to Wonderland. Take off my suit and wander in for a moment, or hide for a lifetime. Cool, baby blue, tell me what I'm gonna be. Been living in the in-between, and I'm never gonna last, never gonna. I don't wanna hear it, I don't wanna stay, I don't wanna feel it, take it all away. Oh, I'm still the same kid that it used to be. I'm running from everything. I'm on my way to Wonderland. Take off my suit and wander in for a moment, or stay for a lifetime. I'm on my way to Wonderland. Take off my suit and wander in for a moment, or hide for a lifetime. Oh, give it to him, Sammy. I wanna stay here forever. I wanna stay here forever. I wanna stay here forever. I'm on my way to Wonderland. Take off my suit and wander in for a moment, or stay for a lifetime. I'm on my way to Wonderland. Take off my suit and wander in for a moment, or hide for a lifetime. We did it.
Awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
Dude, thanks for having me.
Okay. So that concludes. I'm so official. So now, moving on. That concludes the musical aspect or the portion of the show. So now we're gonna do some questions. Maybe Sam with his great suit will be there too. We'll see. We're gonna probably make him change. Can we make him change? He looks too good. We're gonna do some questions and whatever. We'll see what happens. But before we go do questions, we're gonna show you a video of my friend's place, who's the charity all the proceeds are going to today. They do great work. So we're gonna show that, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
I'm the questionnaire.
Oh, what's this?
You can't see it yet.
I can't see it.
Come on, son.
We're live. Oh, jeez.
Are we live?
I just heard you call me
We're
son.
live.
Sammy's actually my dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Still Luke. Still a live stream, just in a different location now. We're outside. Just like we tricked you on the way in, there was a still shot, and then I walked in. It was very unrehearsed. It's
Yes.
great. So we're going to answer some questions from I feel
Twitter
like we're-
first and Twitter questions.
Twitter first.
questions.
We're doing Twitter first.
I'm gonna be the question asker.
What do you got?
All right, here we go. This first one is from Alyssa. Bad Bloodlines. Did you have any other titles in mind before deciding on when facing the things we turn away from?
Funny you say that, Bad Bloodlines, because the other option was the album's gonna be called Bloodline. Did you have any? I feel like you had a couple. There's probably like a list in.
Yeah, I'm trying to think actually. You said, what was it? It was Bloodline, When Facing Things to Turn Away From. And then was it That wasn't Come Down, was it? There was one other. That was it,
yeah.
right?
Or I think like Motion for a second, but that
Oh,
was.
I liked Motion.
Motion
because it's kind of visual and cool, but yeah.
Motion was nice.
Yeah.
I think I feel like I always loved the long one.
Yeah.
Like When Facing Things to Turn Away From, but I was always like, oh, is it too long?
Yeah.
And then like I guess the whole point of this project is to be like, just fucking do whatever we want.
Yeah,
you know what
man.
I mean?
Yeah.
It was just like it summed up the album so well, obviously. Okay.
And it's from one of my favorite songs, the album Saigon.
Oh yeah,
So-
dude. People are loving. People love the really really sad ones like Mum and Bad Bloodlines, but
It's a good song.
they really are gravitating towards you. I'm upset and happy because you were right about Baby Blue and Saigon. Like they love the Cruisers.
Yeah, it's just music that you can kind of just like relax to and just, I don't know. Saigon is just like, once again, it kind of has that Baby Blue thing to me where you can just kind of just like listen to it in your car all day and it just makes you feel good.
Dude, Sierra played Baby Blue on the way here like 5 times.
I have a good live stream question.
Okay.
It's from Cammy.
I'm sorry, sir. Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
My name's Darren. The question's from Cammy, and they ask, when did you realize you wanted to make an album?
Okay. It's probably a question for you.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I'll take it away if you want. I can try and read your brain.
Just throw you in the deep end?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know, to be honest. Honestly, I think ask everyone around me, and I'm the most overthinking person ever. So even up until like the last couple months, I was like, oh, is this, is it still like good enough to be an album? Is it like okay to do an album? And I think but when it actually started being like a real thing and like making songs toward a project was like when we met and we did, Mum and Place Me, and I was like, oh, okay, this is like a thing.
Yeah, but you didn't really know what was going on pretty much until like the 11th hour there, which is what it's all about, man.
Yeah,
it's all about just making music and then hoping it all comes together.
You're right. I think we were talking about it the other day, and it's like, I think that's why a lot of this like music doesn't feel, I don't know what the word. Like when we were making it, it wasn't like to make an album, even though in the back of our minds, like, oh yeah, this is probably a project that is like for me and whatever. But you're right. It was still up until the end. It was.
Well, I mean, for a moment you were like, I don't know, like, is this a band thing or is this not? And it was like, I think it kind of very clearly became, you were just like, no, I think this just has to be something I need to do and needs to happen now. You couldn't like hold off on these songs coming out.
Oh yeah, because
you know?
we were even talking about waiting for a bit, and it's just like all the songs. It was such a moment, for me and for you, hopefully. It was such a moment, like in time of like figuring out everything, and actually, I mean, literally, 100% intended, facing the things turned away from.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would have been a disservice to not put it out. Anyway, are we?
Oh, we're back on the Twitter life here.
What else we got?
Okay. From Emma, Milky Bed. that's a crazy one. Would any of the songs you scrapped fit into another story or aesthetic? Ooh.
Yeah, you sent me a couple the other day that were good. There's a couple like, actually the first song we wrote on the first day we met is still really good.
I love that song.
Yeah.
It's a really good song. There's a couple, man, and we'll see. I think, it depends on what you're kind of trying to do. I think we were still trying to figure out, I mean, lyrics are so integral for you, so it's just figuring out what headspace you're in to, like, finish a song and why and when. But there was one song that, at towards the end, that got nixed from the album that I was pretty bummed on, because it just feels really good.
Oh, I know what song you're talking about. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
I've already forgotten it.
Yeah, dude. It was so not right for this album, though. Like, and I'm so happy you kind of were just like, dude, like, nah.
Yeah, but
You know?
it was a
hard.
certified bop.
It's a good.
As
It's
the
just.
kids say.
It's a good. It's a. Maybe one day. Maybe one day it'll be better for something else. But that kind
Exactly.
of. Yeah. Should I show another one here? Let's see. Fairy Cat. Fairy Kate.
Fairy
Cat-
Kate.
Fairy Kate Cat.
Is this your first time on Twitter?
Yeah, dude. I'm not a. Yeah. How did you choose the order of the songs on the album? Oh, this is a
Jesus
funny one.
Christ. Yeah, you can definitely answer this one.
Oh, this was crazy. I mean, this was like some. This was a lot of text messages back and forth. I was just like, because I don't know, the whole point of this album, in my eyes at least, and I think you agree, is like, you really wanted this to be an album as opposed to like dependent upon like singles and like a, you know, like here's a song, but you really wanted it to like press play at the top and it'd be an album that like in 10 years from now you can just press play and it makes sense as like a story, like a movie, you know. And we had like some like pillars of like what we wanted in there, but
starting
then
line obviously at the start.
starting line at the start, and then there was it was Come Down at the end for a while, and then we were debating
Yeah,
about
it's gonna be Diamonds at the end.
Diamonds at the end,
So
which-
glad Come Down's at the end.
Come
Yes,
Down's
I mean,
meant
it
to
was good, but Come Down's like a release. Like when you listen to the album, when I listened to the album in full, the one that you sang, because actually it's Sammy's list, because I had a different list where, and now listening, and I listened to the album, I listened to Sam's one, and I was like, okay, this is the right one at the end. But it's literally with every portion, I'm like as I'm saying, I'm probably the most annoying person to be around because I overthink everything, and I went through like through the team and through Sam, like I can't believe they are still friendly with me
you know.
because I'm pretty frustrated.
No, the biggest one was Baby Blue. I just really
Yeah.
wanted Baby Blue up front more because it just you gotta get that
Yeah.
early, man. You gotta feel the feels there early.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Here's
you got
a good
one?
one from the live stream from Allison. This is for you, Luke. How did Liz react to listening to Mum?
Ooh.
Actually, because like I said, the second song. When did we first? Did we figure that out? When did we first meet? Was it 2020?
It was.
But in like March,
I think
April,
It was yeah,
May.
May. Maybe somewhere in there.
somewhere around there. And the second day we met, we were at Mom, which is
It's a kind of like a 0 to 100 in terms of like getting to know each other. It's like, dude, we're gonna talk about some like some shit, and I was like,
oh my god.
I'm in, man.
Yeah.
Let's get down to it. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was that one, and that one went through some because it's funny because now what you hear now, the arrangement is actually.
Everyone was 6 minutes long.
It used to be like 6 minutes. We had this crazy build, and there was like all this, and Aaron Sterling did this like amazing, like crazy, and he plays on the record. It's insane, but there was like this wild like percussion section, and then it was like.
That sounds, yeah.
It was wild, and now we ended up just going back to the original arrangement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I held off sending it to Mum for a bit, and then, because I was like, oh, see, I don't want to, like, upset her or anything, because it's, like, about, obviously, it's not anything bad, like, I love my mum, and I want, yeah, it's more about, like, loss of innocence, and, like, trying to imagine from a parent's perspective, like, seeing your kid at such a young age go through things, or in any sense, but obviously ours was an interesting one. Yeah, but she cried. She just texted back, short answer, she cried. Sent back like the cry, yeah, we took a long, I was avoiding saying she cried for so long, but that was like, what's the emoji with like the two blue lines down the face? She sent a few of those, and then she
Crying
played it.
emoji?
Yeah, the crying emoji. And then she sent, and then she played it with her other mum friend, Karina, and she's like, both she texted me the next day and was like, oh, we both listened to it, we both cried together. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So she cried, and all her friends cried, I guess. Anyway,
Twitter.
moving on.
Oh, Twitter. I got you, man.
Yeah. What do you got?
Okay, from this is a wild. I don't even know. Cake XLT91. This
It's nice.
What's the story behind the name of the album?
Okay. I think we touched on that already, but we can.
Well, not really. You kind of decided. Oh yeah, we kind of did. Okay.
No,
Yeah, we should probably. We love you out there, but we should. There's a lot of them, so we should probably just.
Yeah.
When facing things to turn away from Saigon, right?
From Saigon sums up the whole album. We're getting into bullet point area now.
Oh, here's a good one.
Okay.
From Lover of Bloom.
Okay.
Okay. Which song on the album was the hardest to write?
Yeah, I was gonna. What do you think the hardest song to write was? Because I changed. I've said like 3 or 4 different answers in different interviews, so I don't know which one is
There's what was hardest to write and then what was hardest to finish.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Yeah, hardest to write.
Diamonds took a long
Diamonds,
time.
maybe.
Yeah, the chorus was almost there, and then we had the verse and then the chorus, and the chorus was almost there, like not fully done lyrically, and then the bit in the middle called the pre-chorus took way too long.
Oh yeah,
Exact-
that was the thing. We spent a day writing pre-choruses on that song, and then I think we were just like so pissed, and we went outside for a while, and then we like went in, and I think it started with that Juno
Yeah,
line.
yeah. Started
Yeah.
with.
And then once we
was-
got that, it was that was definitely a hard song to finish.
That was very hard to finish, which was a bummer because I really loved it. So I was like, I hope this makes it on the album, but we can't fucking finish it.
So a good one from Michelle. It's touching upon what you talked about before. How's the process doing Baby Blue with Sierra?
Oh, is this too formal?
Dude, you're hanging, man. Whatever's comfortable.
What was? Yeah, you dove into it before. I don't know. I'm trying to remember how it started because I remember because I started a little bit at home, and that was with her because I was like we would like had like the start of the chorus thing, the dun 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 part. If that makes any sense. And then me, you, and her were at your place for a bit, sort of
Yeah.
like, and then we did the verse there, and yeah, I think honestly that song, now looking back, is like one of my favorites, and I think it's one of the ones that I think on the album I give myself a break a little bit lyrically, and I think that is honestly her influence and like the, I guess, breezy nature of it, and the, I don't know, like it just feels lighter,
Yeah.
and I think that is her lyrical and melodic influence, and I guess yours as well, because you're a pretty nice guy as well.
Hey man, thank you.
And you were really hoping for one of those ones, but
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
maybe you can.
No, I think
Better, better.
I think we kind of like the tone and the vibe of that song was like really needed as a listen through on the album. And what's kind of cool is the music is kind of breezy, but the lyrics that Luke
Yeah.
kind of came up with Sierra are quite like, you know, they're not like the lightest lyrics in the world, but I think it makes for like a cool contrast in a song. Right?
No, definitely. You're saying we tricked everyone.
You got another one?
There's another
for us?
great one from Alanis. What was the song
Morissette?
that took, from Alanis?
Morissette?
That could be. Probably not. When
That
I
would
finish
be-
this, you'll probably say maybe not.
Okay.
What was the song that took all your soul when writing it? In parentheses, I speak Spanish. Sorry. They did a great job though.
That was amazing.
Probably not Alanis Morissette. I
Took-
don't know if she speaks Spanish.
Took all your soul?
What was the song that took all of your soul
I think
when writing it?
I think just like really like took a lot out of you.
Oh. The one, probably. Oh, jeez. Mum was a strange one, but. Like, well, not a strange one, but that was a deep one. Like we were talking about, went straight in. I think Bloodline was a pretty heavy one because I had this idea for that for like almost. I feel like 9 months. There was like this seed of Bloodline, and I couldn't quite figure out how to do it. And then Sierra and Sammy like sort of helped shape it to where it is now. But that was kind of a heavy one, and just honestly really frustrating to figure out as like from a writing perspective and how to do it. And then like we ended up like doing the second verse really short, which I think is really cool and unique because it kind of yeah. But that one was took the most of my soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was definitely an important one, and that's why I think it was important to kind of make it really stripped and just you.
Yeah, you
with
were
piano. You know what I mean?
You were very gung ho about that.
Yeah. We didn't want to add a bunch of stuff to that one.
Yeah.
Couple more, if
A
you
couple
want
more
to,
here.
yeah.
Okay. From Lie to Me, Luke.
Okay.
Um,
Listening.
do you think your life changed for the better after this album? In what way?
Great.
That's a good question.
That's a great question. Yeah, of course. I think it was something that. It's funny because I didn't know. Because I've been talking about it a lot, and it's like, oh, when did you know you wanted to do a solo thing? Like, was it a premeditated thing? And it really like wasn't. And I think because the songs were sort of there, although it was quite frustrating to like find them and like figure out the production and all of that stuff, and there were so many versions and so much time put in. Like the songs were sort of needed to be written as I look back now. But yeah, I feel honestly, even though it's been really stressful, I feel quite like a lot calmer in myself, trying like working through all those things. And I would say it's cheaper than therapy, but I guess it's not. 'Cause, you know, you have to hire studios and stuff. So.
But now you can live with it forever.
No, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, I have changed for the better, hopefully.
I like that. Should I do another one here?
We have time for a couple more.
Couple more? All right.
20 more.
Oh, this is a good question from Jess Baby Cakes. Do you think you would have wrote this album if there wasn't a pandemic?
Definitely not. No, honestly, it freaks me out to think about. Like, I mean, if you can't tell on the album, I'm very scared of time and how it moves and the things out of our control. But yeah, definitely, I don't think it would have. No, it wouldn't have happened. We would have been touring as a band for a lot longer. I might not have met you, which makes me really sad to think about. But no, because and then all the songs like are so like introspective and reflective on everything that happened, and without that stillness and that time to think about it, it wouldn't have come out the way it did, and I don't even think it would have happened. You know, maybe some of the ideas would have been written, but it wouldn't have been time for a whole body of work. So it was just wouldn't have been enough time. Yeah, but
Yeah. No, it's crazy what life throws at you sometimes. For real though, it's wild.
it is true.
Okay, do we have another one here? All right. I'll.
Just keep going,
this
bro.
This is my job now.
Well, I have a good one.
Oh, you got a good one? Okay.
Is Sammy getting paid for this?
Yeah, I, mean, I should become like a TV host. This is fun. Dude. I love it. I would love
This
to
is
do.
from Emma, and the question is, what inspired the aesthetics of the album?
The aesthetics of the album.
Cover, single art, it's all
Yeah.
kind of vibe.
Well, I mean, the first person that I talked to was a guy named Vlad, and I remember, again, I hadn't really talked to anyone, so I was on Zoom, so I was talking through the albums and, the album and like the songs, and it wasn't finished yet, so it was nice to sort of get that in before. I remember I sent you some of the stuff as well from that, but it was, just inspired by the lyrics and his interpretation of kind of what I told him and like what he was listening to. I think that's kind of exactly what I wanted is people and Max and Mackenzie as well. Shout out to them. But I wanted people around me to take what we had made and sort of like churn it in their head and then spit it out, because I'm not amazing at visuals like off the bat. So I think it was definitely like a hand to all those people, and like just the songs themselves. I feel like they lean themselves to be really visual, like they're all very cinematic, and you kind of I don't know. I think because you're super into visuals as well, and I remember you even saying like from like even halfway through the album you're like, oh, the visual needs to be great. Yeah. To like sum up the album. But,
yeah. I think it was just always in your mind and our mind and my mind, like just writing music that would like it puts you in a headspace that like makes you kind of want to. It's a lot about like escapism and like and it is quite cinematic at points, and then it gets grounded with songs that can kind of like put you back on earth per se. But yeah, I think it's a good little balance, you know.
That's a great answer.
One more.
All
right, one more here. Let me see.
Let's make it a good one,
There's
Sam.
quite a few.
Don't throw me B grade questions.
Oh man, there's a couple. Okay. Oh my god.
You look 1,000 years old looking at that phone right now.
So yeah, I do. I'm like, oh, I got a good one, man. This is a good one. Okay. From Valentine Switch. Switch. What's Petunia's favorite song from the album?
She is indifferent to the whole thing.
Petunia's your beautiful little puppy.
Oh yeah. Well, big,
beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like she would. She's just kind of like sleeping all the time in the studio. She's not really like, doesn't give me much back. But I don't know. Probably Baby Blue. She likes to lay in the sun, so maybe that would work.
Yeah,
little cruiser.
Yeah.
I think maybe we could kind of wrap up. It'd be nice if you each ask each other just one question, maybe.
Oh, jeez.
You wanna go first?
Fuck. One question.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good. I guess what was like because we've talked about it a lot, and there was no sort of like set thing. There was no like label. There was no like real team or infrastructure around it, and there was no, I guess, end goal of like this is gonna come out. And usually for a producer and a writer like yourself, they'd be like, oh yeah, this is probably gonna go somewhere. But at the time, there was none of that, and I guess my question is, why did you do it? I suppose, and like with yeah.
Great question.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, and it's gonna sound like a bit cliche, but I think it just started. It was so natural, and we just kind of started writing music that just felt so good to me. And you were obviously so talented and so like welcoming of me into your world. And you know, sometimes it's like it sounds, you know, a little cliche to say, but you just kind of have to just trust your gut. And like I was just like, I just never really had a doubt that like this music wouldn't see the world. And it was just like it was just fun, man. It wasn't work. It was like it was just like it just would like you look forward to writing. Like every day would just be like a fun hang, and we would just write music that like was so enjoyable to make. So it was just like I didn't really the concept of like work, you know, we slaved over this and put like everything into this, but it was easy to bet your time and energy onto something that made you so happy to do. You know what I mean?
Jeez, that's very, very sweet. My answer is not going to be as sweet as that.
Oh, I had to come up with a question for you.
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh man, okay.
No pressure, it's just live.
Dude, I don't. Yeah, this is hard. What would be a good question? Yeah, I mean, okay.
Favorite color?
No, we don't need to know. How about this? Like, if you were like, fast forward like 25 years, and you had to play a song to, let's say, like, your children for the first time. You know what I mean?
You're going deep.
I'm going heavy. Luke World. What would be the first song you'd want to play to them?
It's a beautiful question.
That's that's a great question.
To be like, you know, there was this crazy thing that happened in the whole world, and I made this album, and it was the first thing. Time I've ever done.
How old are the kids?
That's a good question. I would say they're like, they can like listen to music where they can start like, you know what I mean? They're at that age where they can start. Well, I don't know what age is that like.
4?
Is that 4? Maybe a little older. Let's give it like 10.
10. I've got 2 10-year-olds.
You got 2 yeah.
Boy and a girl.
Twins.
Okay. Twins. Okay, 2 10-year-olds. Oh yeah, of course, they're the
Yeah.
same age. How could they not be twins?
That'd be kind of gnarly. Yeah.
Okay. I think in context with like talking about, oh geez, that's such a fucking hard question. Talking about like the way it happened and like the pandemic and all of that stuff, which hopefully by the time I have kids there is no more talk of it. We can play shows again. Still waiting to play shows. I'd probably play Starting Line because I think it's some. Honestly, it sounds like a cop-out answer, but it honestly does sum up the whole album for me and sums up a time. And I think it would lead me into some sort of like wise, annoying dad talk of like, you know, you never know what you have and like you gotta savor these moments and blah blah blah. But I think I'd honestly play that. Or
I think it's a good answer.
But if we're talking bedtime,
Yeah.
maybe Baby Blue.
Ooh, a little bedtime Baby Blue.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. You can kind of doze off into some good vibey
Exactly.
dreams. I
Yeah,
like that.
Starting Line's not really a bedtime song, is it? For kids. Is that it?
That's it.
Dude, we did it.
We should do this. It's so good to meet you, man. We should do something.
It's lovely to meet you
man.
too.
Yeah.
Thank you for
live around here. Or like...
yeah, I was just around the corner.
We're just joking.
Thank you for thanks for tuning in. Listen to some songs. Thank you, Sammy. I really do appreciate it.
Of course,
Hope you
man.
love the album. Thanks for listening. All the support's been incredible, and yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day. Stream when facing the things to turn away from. Bye. Woo! Ooh.
Oh, microphones.
Thanks, man.
Of course, brother. I can give this to someone.